By the end of this video, you're going to know 10 amazing business idioms. Let's get started now. Welcome back everybody to Perfect English with Alex. I have a great business English lesson for you all today. I'm going to teach you 10 idioms that you need to know if you are living in the UK and working in the UK or working in an English speaking job. And these idioms are vital because they are used all the time. And there are so many reasons that idioms are important. They can help you simplify information, so you can use fewer words to get to your point. They can provide realistic, tangible examples to things, so something that someone can picture in their mind. They can be used across any industry. So it doesn't matter what your job is, if you use an idiom, people will understand it, no matter how technical your job is. They help you fit in and understand the British culture, so they can help you make friends with people, so start using these idioms. And they can stop you from feeling left out in conversations or in meetings. So if you don't understand what someone says when they use an idiom, you really need to learn them so that you can understand everything in your job and in meetings. So they are great things to know. Let's start now with number one, a quick win. So for each idiom, I'm going to tell you what it means and give you an example of how it would be used in business. So idiom number one, a quick win. And this means a fast and easy positive result. So anytime you have a fast, easy, positive result, you can describe it as a quick win. So for example, we have already experienced this issue in the past. Let's find out what we did, arrange a meeting and get this resolved. It's a quick win. We have already had this issue in the past. We can resolve it. We know how to resolve it. It's only going to take 5 minutes. It's a quick win to please the client. So it's a fast, positive result. It's only going to take 5 minutes to resolve this issue. A quick win. Okay, idiom number two, knuckle down. And for those of you that don't know, these are your knuckles on your hand. And if you knuckle down, you are looking down, you are focusing on the important task you have to do. So nothing is going to distract me. My knuckles are down, my head is down. Nothing is going to distract me. I'm going to focus solely on this task. So how could this be used in business? Oh, I've got so much work to do. If I want to leave on time, I really need to knuckle down and finish all of my work. I need to knuckle down, I need to focus and get everything done so that I can leave work on time. Idiom two, knuckle down. This one is used all the time. If you want to leave early, you have to get your work done. You have to knuckle down to finish it. And idiom number three, next up we have learn the ropes. To learn the ropes. And this is used when people start in organizations, because learn the ropes means learn the basics. Learn the basics of your job. So this will be used all over England this week. Anybody who starts a new job will have to learn the ropes. What are the basics? What are the tasks I need to do every day? Someone needs to teach me. Someone needs to show me the ropes. And how could we use this in conversation? For example, seeing as it's your first week with this company, stick with me and you will learn the ropes. So stay with me, watch me, and you will learn the basics of this task. You will learn the ropes. And idiom number four, a learning curve. You can have a steep learning curve, a slight learning curve, a varied learning curve, up, down. It all means learning from mistakes, learning from the past, learning by doing something. So in life, you have to learn by making mistakes. If you never do anything wrong, you will never learn anything. So life is a learning curve. No one has never made a mistake. Everybody is experiencing a learning curve every single day. So if something happens and you learn from it, you can call it a learning curve. Yes, I made a huge mistake last year, but that was a real learning curve for me. I now know how important it is to check my work thoroughly and make sure that mistakes do not happen. So even though something went wrong in the past, this was a good experience for me. It was a learning curve. Now, idiom number 5, to go back to the drawing board. Another classic idiom used all over the country in meetings every single day. And it simply means, let's start again. We are going nowhere with this discussion. Let's go back to the start. Let's go back to the drawing board. And in a business sense, this is used when discussing a strategy or a project. So how are we going to do something? Maybe we can try this. Okay, let's talk about that. No, I don't think that will work. Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's start again. Maybe this way will work. So you're getting so far and then you're going back to the start, back to the drawing board. Idiom number 6, we are getting through these. Wow, so many idioms. Idiom number 6, to cut corners. And this is used in a situation in which you do something in a cheaper or a faster way. So instead of going all the way round a corner, you can cut it. Don't do that in a car because it's not safe, but you can cut corners in business. For example, instead of getting you to come back here for your second interview, let's just cut corners and have your second interview today whilst you're already here. So it's going to be so much quicker for you to have 2 interviews today instead of to go home and come back tomorrow. Let's just cut that corner, get the interviews done today. Another great way to cut corners is by using copy and paste. Instead of typing the same thing over and over and over, use copy and paste to cut that corner. And next up, idiom number 7, to think outside the box. Another one that is so popular. This is used all the time again. And if you're living in the UK, you've probably heard this one in business. So to think outside the box is to think in a creative or different way. So everybody's thinking the same way, but I'm going to think in a different way. I'm going to think outside the box. So for example, we keep thinking about this project from our team's point of view, from our team's perspective. Let's think about this project from the company's perspective. Let's think outside the box of our team and think about the company's perspective. So we're thinking in a different way. And this is a really good one to know because it's used all the time, to think outside the box, to think in a different way. Idiom number 8, to bring something to the table. And it means to contribute something extra, to bring something extra to a conversation, to a meeting, to a strategy. Anytime you are bringing something extra, you are bringing something extra to the table. So let's imagine you are in a meeting with sales. All of the sales executives are in the meeting and you start to talk about finance. But none of the sales executives know about finance. So you might say, let's bring in John from accounts. He can bring something to the table in this discussion. He can bring something extra that we don't know about. He can talk about the finances. So he will come, contribute something extra, and the meeting can continue. So he's going to bring something extra to the table. Another really important idiom, that one. Now, idiom number 9, my hands are tied. My hands are tied, there is nothing I can do. And it's important to remember that these idioms, they're all about a subject. So my hands are tied, his hands are tied, her hands are tied. You can change the subject depending on who you are talking about. And when your hands are tied, it means there's nothing you can do. You want to change a situation, but you can't. So even though you want to change something, it's just not possible. Your hands are tied. For example, I know you get bonuses in April usually, but because of COVID, there is no room in the budget. I'm sorry, but my hands are tied. I want to give you your bonus, but I can't. There's no room in the budget. My hands are tied. this is a great idiom you can use. And your final idiom of this video, to keep your eye on the ball. It's quite similar to knuckle down because it means focus and don't make any mistakes. So often if you're doing a very important task, you might hear this idiom. Keep your eye on the ball, focus and don't do anything wrong. This document is really important. It's for a new client. So it's really important that we don't make any mistakes. So keep your eye on the ball and make sure it's perfect. Focus everything you have on this task and make sure you give it 100%. Keep your eye on the ball. In this video, I've been through 10 business idioms. So if you are working and English is the language that you're working in, these idioms are so good to know. I've given you 10 examples of how they can be used in the business world. So what was your favorite idiom? I have a list of all 10 here. I want you to choose your favorite idiom and use it in a sentence that is relevant to your job, relevant to your life. So take one of these idioms and leave it in the comments. How could you use it in your life? That's your homework for this week's video. My example, I'm going to use cut corners. When I'm editing my videos, I'm always looking to cut corners to get them done in the fastest way possible so I can get so many videos out to you all. I'm always looking to cut corners with that. So tell me in the comments, which idiom can you use? Use it in a sentence and leave a comment on this video. And do not forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends. Anybody who wants to improve their English communication, this is a great place to start. And thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Thank you, bye bye, take care everybody, bye.